Farm to Fork takes me to some incredible properties all over Australia, and today is no exception. I'm at the base of the Grampians at Waltana Farms to visit the Nagorka family who grow these incredible oats for Red Tractor. I can't wait to learn all about how they grow these beautiful oats and how they make them taste so good. Mike, what a beautiful property you've got here. How long have you guys been farming on it?
Been farming it, Michael, for I'm the fifth generation farmer now. Learned from my father and looking forward to my daughter Talia taking over for the sixth generation.
How great's that? And always been oats?
Been mixed farming. In my time, starting off as a boilermaker and transitioning into running the family farm and expanding on it, growing really nice organic foods for people to enjoy.
And these oats here, they look absolutely beautiful. How long from seed in the ground to me cooking the oats in the kitchen?
We sow at the end of May and sow right through into start of June, and then moving forward, harvest takes place around the second week of December, and about 2 weeks after that, processed and into a Red Tractor bag.
And then I get to cook them?
You do.
How good. And what are we looking for the delicious oats that you grow that I get to cook? What do you have to do to make sure that they're ready to go?
Rotation and soil health is a key part with the temperate climate here in Western Victoria at the foothill of the Grampians. It's just such an iconic area, especially in the oat growing product. It's a full-bodied oat, gives us a really nice growth and a full creamy flavour.
And weather-wise, you want it moisture at the start and then nice dry off for summer. That's the goal?
We like an early break into winter, so we sow into moist soils. Then we really like a high rainfall spring and then a hot summer.
Well, it looks like we've got one of them at the moment because this looks absolutely beautiful.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Doesn't get any better.
Stunning. Mike, you've got a great relationship with Red Tractor. How did that all get started?
Red Tractor came to us, Michael, about 8 years ago looking for a premium, high-end organic oat. And, yeah, that relationship has only strengthened and strengthened to where we are now.
And why organic over just, your standard oat?
I think people want to know where their food comes from. Chemical-free, no synthetics, and that's the way society's going. I think we're going to be there in a very short period of time.
I mean, look at this paddock. You can tell you don't need any chemicals to grow beautiful oats, right? And what does that translate to in flavour?
Without any of the synthetics and artificial fertilisers, it's a natural oat and it gives it that full creamy body flavour right through and a really nice fat growth.
I know, that's what I love when I cook that really nice, sweet, creamy oat. It makes it just so much better. Growing oats organically has its challenges, I imagine. It makes it a little bit harder to take care of the oats. What do you put in place to make sure you get perfect oats every time?
It's crop rotations. We're on a 4-year farm rotation. It all comes back to the temperate climate here in the Western District at the foothill of the Grampians. It's one of Australia's prime oat growing areas.
So the right place, the right oats and the right guy growing it.
Correct.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'm the right guy to cook it.
Yeah, mate, you're the man to cook it.
How good's that? What's more Australian than a roasted rack of lamb? I'll tell you, a roasted rack of lamb crusted in Australian-grown oats, and that's what we're going to cook today. I've got the Red Tractor oats here, grown by hard-working Aussie farmers. This will form the base for our crust. So into our blender with half a cup of oats. And in this recipe, I'm using oats as a breadcrumb replacement. I think a lot of people just think of oats as a breakfast option, but there's so many more uses for them. I'm going to give these a quick blend to start breaking them up. Just a couple of pulses. We want some oats whole and some smaller pieces as well. Now, to add a little bit of flavour and some colour into our oats, we've got some parsley. And I've also got some garlic and thyme here. Thyme leaves picked, garlic grated. And now I'll blend this mixture until our oats start to stain a vibrant green colour. At this stage, we just want to break up the parsley and the thyme leaves. Now for some ingredients to add some moisture and thickness to our crust. I've got some Dijon mustard, some butter at room temp. We're going to blitz this in to form a paste, and then just some lemon zest. And our seasoning ingredients, pinch of salt, pinch of black pepper. And now we'll pulse it again till it comes together into a nice, smooth paste. Now, if you have a little bit of trouble getting your oats and your butter to combine, trick is to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in at this stage, and that'll help everything blend together. That looks spot on. The texture you're after, it's a really nice, thick paste that when you cook it on the lamb will stick to the lamb and give you a beautiful crust. Now we can get our lamb ready for the oven. I love a lamb rack with a fat cap on it. So much more flavour and also just a lot more room to put our coating on. And then all you need to do is just start dolloping your crust or your coating over your lamb and then just spread it so we've got all that fat cap coated. You want about a ½ centimetre thick layer of our crust. And what will happen is when this cooks, the butter will melt and leave the oats and the herbs sticking to our lamb. That looks perfect. You can see there a beautiful crust on our lamb rack. This is ready to go into the oven. We're going to cook it in a 200-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes till the lamb is cooked through and that crust has gone slightly golden and set on the outside. Our lamb rack has been resting for 5 minutes. We are ready to put this on our serving board. I like to serve this dish whole and carve it tableside so your guests can see the beautiful slices of lamb come off as you carve it. The crust on the outside is perfect. Those oats have crisped up and given it a little shell. The butter's melted into that lamb to give us a really rich, buttery flavour. The herbs have done their job, giving that crust a beautiful green tinge to it. That is a serious lamb roast. My oat-crusted lamb racks using our Red Tractor oats. Remembering, oats are for more than just porridge.